Conservation police officer. Now, I want to start off with I want to ask him a question first, and then obviously we might be able to switch gears here a little bit. We know that I believe in January last year we all are kind of curious as to the new dam laws. With the distance you have to be. Is it going to be something that's going to be enforced? Because I know there was people waiting up at the dams all year. Is it something in the future that's going to be watched more closely? I know there's a lot of people wondering about that. So maybe
right now, Captain Hunter and myself and the other officers, we've talked about it. Yeah, thanks, Dan.
You don't get one, we're going to let everybody know.
I don't have that law memorized. I'll look it up. But the distance to that dam, the distance to the dam law, you're not supposed to be within that distance, is well within casting distance. So you don't have to be that close to the dam to cast that far. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
What were you going to say?
Well, does this apply to every dam everywhere, or does this just apply to low-head dams?
The low-head dams, like the lower dam in Sterling Rock Falls,
how about the big dams on the Mississippi?
Right now, the distance that they have to those dams are under federal law as far as, that are
well, they're not. I got my ticket from the state.
Oh, okay. Which state?
Illinois.
Okay. I
beat it in court, but that...
I mean, a lot of our dams are hard to get close to in a boat. Some of them are. Mm-hmm. But for instance, the Rock Falls Dam, you've been watching that for years. The line of rocks, people get up on the rocks.
Right.
Now, I understood, if I thought it was 50 yards.
No, it's not 50 yards. It's actually it's measured in feet. And I didn't bring the, it's out in my truck, the overhead dam laws. I didn't realize we were going to talk about that, but I can look that up. But it's actually a distance that can be casted. I mean, you don't have to get that so dangerously close to these dams to still be able to wade fish the dams, is what we were telling these guys that are wade fishing on the rock. Right. The one in Sterling Rock Falls doesn't have the holes that the one in Oregon has. That's where most of the problems have occurred as far as people drowning have been at the Oregon dam. We haven't, as long as I remember.
Fishing license increased price?
It hasn't that I'm aware of. I haven't bought my new license yet for this year, but I know the plan was for certain licenses to increase and permits, like deer permits, to go up in price.
Yeah, Bob, $14.50.
They did go up already for the 2010 license?
Yep.
Okay.
Everything went up.
In Illinois' defense of that, we do have the cheapest. We're among the cheapest. Well, right.
Just so everybody knows, because I was involved in that, we haven't had a license increase in 20 years. No. This is the first one in 20 years for both fishing and hunting. So while nobody likes to pay more, it's there.
One other thing. What about? I know the loopholes. This is kind of a two-part question. One, regulations on bank pulling and throw line, and I know what exactly bank poles are supposed to be tagged, correct?
Correct.
Throw lines, same?
Yes, any unattended sport fishing device is supposed to be tagged with your name and address. Under the sport fishing rules or laws, it states that you're allowed 2 untagged sport fishing devices. So for you and I, if we're fishing down at the dam, we can have 2 poles out in the water. Anything over 2 has to be tagged with your name and address. And where bank poles and trot lines fall on that.
I knew that was going to be bad.
Make my day.
Not put it back.
Did you get that, Rick?
I might have.
That's pretty good,
It was on this, that's why.
Yeah.
It was on this.
Where bank poles and trot lines fall under that is, obviously they're unattended.
Not that one, the one in your left
trot
hand.
line out with 48